Look at these epic gameplay clips.
These aren't... I guess this is gameplay. I'm really glad I could get through the fire and flames at the beginning of this video. I know. Give me a sec. Everything takes way too long.
If you also have amazing gameplay segments you captured from our
somebody
games,
else is trying
spread
to
the joy
join,
and
but
submit
some
them
sort
on
of
the link displayed on
reality
your screen
barrier
right
will
now.
not let them in.
All right, guys, it is time for us to wrap up this pre-show.
Don't forget to stay tuned for our post-show featuring a deep dive into the world of Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Thanks a lot for watching this pre-show and enjoy Ubisoft Forward.
God damn it.
This is Ubisoft. This is Ubisoft Forward. Explore our worlds.
Meet the devs.
I don't think so because they said they wouldn't add anything. So I'm like,
Join us.
that makes me think the whole presentation is going to be of higher quality. Maybe go ahead and add something last second and be like, hey, we fired everyone in our company.
Hi everyone, I'm Neelam Kumar and I'm very excited to be co-hosting the first Ubisoft Forward with the talented Yusuf Mageed. Today's show is all about getting up close and in-depth with all the exciting games we have in production here at Ubisoft.
I'm Yusuf, but there's no time to waste. So let's head straight for the streets of futuristic London and see what the hackers of DedSec are getting into.
What are those kids up to?
Right into Watch Dogs. Very exciting.
The illegal painting spreading subversive and hostile messaging over the last few weeks across London.
That's not right. I want to see something new.
People, as was originally believed, the work of an individual. The criminal suspected to have...
Maybe the U wasn't you specific.
Oh. Man.
Pre-ordered today and get Claptrap.
God, don't say that.
What a killer deal.
Authorities recommend not to approach the individual.
I'm really glad we have video games here to decompress.
Because I was not a foreigner.
Watch, they're also going to introduce a disease.
Then they came for the protesters.
That'll be DLC.
I did not speak out. Because I was not a protester.
It's like a mix of live action.
Yes, this is a live action thing they've put a ton of post-processing into.
Right?
Because I was not a journalist.
And this bit rate's so good. Of course. I got it fixed. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you, chat.
For street artists.
Thanks, Peel. There we go. You should be able to hear him now. Guys, say something.
Hello. This looks cool, actually. I hope it feels good.
Drop this a bit.
Oh god, this looks so bad.
Yeah, that looked really bad. We suddenly teleported to the limited run games show.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Ubisoft presented by Doug Walker.
That's the new Linkara chip, him surfing the drone at you.
They're like, we're gonna make our live action Watch Dogs bit like Fighter first.
Is this a preview of that show they're doing?
I realized.
I don't think so. I don't think anything's going to look like this in reality.
There would be no one left to speak.
Yeah, no,
this looks perfect for tweens.
Are they like deep faking a cartoon character onto that guy?
No, that's just British people.
No, this is how this looks on the PS5, you guys. Looks distinctly uncanny. And totally runs at a high frame rate. Lock.
Yeah.
Okay, it says it's trying to do 1080p
Yeah,
60.
like
I refuse to believe that, but I have no choice.
It looks so bad. I don't know what's happening.
The hole in the pocket, oi!
After a long night,
London is in chaos. The main
So do you think today is mostly devoid of gameplay or what?
I mean, apparently,
we're gonna see gameplay of this if they're letting people do like previews.
and it's supposed to end with an Assassin's Creed like gameplay showcase.
Costume party. Try it on.
I assume we'll see gameplay for this, Far Cry, and Assassin's Creed. It'll be all three.
43-year-old London taxi driver. He has no criminal record, but is currently believed
And
to be
for
a
Tom
terrorist.
Clancy game.
People have been asked not to approach him. The
This is how
authorities
KZ
advise
felt when he
arresting
co-hosted that first Kingdom Hearts stream. He's like, what do you mean I'm wanted? What the fuck you drag me into?
I'm Clint Hawking.
Clint has been a longtime creative force here at Ubisoft, and now he's
Yep,
bringing
this whole
his vision
conference is
to
cursed
Watch
by
Dogs
that
Legion.
news.
So
I'm gonna hear a
What
name
You
and
Saw
go,
was an amazing short film by
sure?
the director Alberto Mielgo that was inspired by Watch Dogs Legion and looks at the game and the universe and the characters through his incredible artistic vision and visual style.
The city needs a resistance.
Like the film, Watch Dogs Legion tells the story of ordinary heroes setting aside their differences in order to come together as a collective and to fight for a positive change. You can literally recruit and play anyone who you see in the open world. You profile people that are interesting to you, you help them with their problem, you play their origin mission.
We were about to have a Deadly Premonition 2 moment there.
Yes.
Sounds like a DedSec problem. Leave it to us.
And that's how you
Very cool
recruit them
jacket.
into your team. And then they become the heroes of the game and the stars of
How
your
long
story.
is it until that becomes common with Twitch personalities? E-ink, outfits,
Oh
jackets.
God.
You with Albion?
I'm tickled, but think more underground.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You done?
And they make the story not only unique to them, but unique to you as the player and personal to you because they're
I didn't
heroes
think
that
about
you've
the
chosen and
grannies having
invested
to
in.
be
What would I
like
say to
fully
fans? I
voiced.
guess I'd say,
No, that was
take
one of the
care,
most
stay
hype
safe.
moments for
Welcome to the
me
Resistance.
when they sort of unveiled the concept for this because they're like, yeah, no, you have spoken dialogue for whatever character you recruit. And then the granny's like, we're going to finish this. And I'm just like, this is fucking good.
years to build it up, and one night to tear it all down.
Please just tell me there's the hugest stereotype of a skater.
I just caught their best.
Granny and skater will be my, like, pillars.
It needs to just have the, like, Paul Blart villains.
With London under attack by a
You
mysterious
should be able to
terrorist,
recruit Paul Blart.
Yes.
turns to a private military company called Albion to keep everyone safe. What could possibly go wrong? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Nigel Cass, CEO of Albion. He's kindly stepped up to establish order.
Got the,
Understand this.
fragile
I
jacket.
will not allow anyone, not even
But
myself,
she's fragile, do not fragile.
He will stop at nothing to permanently control the city.
London will be the first city in the world to be made truly safe.
The ocean.
Good fucking God, it's Dr. Aggro. Jesus Christ. Welcome to the conference, Dr. Aggro.
Powerful crime syndicate
Wait,
in
what?
London.
Be sure and spread the word.
She and her goons are using the dark web to sell
Oh shit!
everything.
Hi.
It's scary, I know, but I got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I?
You made me a slave.
You do not want to ruffle her feathers. With the city out on its arse, it now falls on you to build a resistance and take back London.
Why did he did the throw and then did a dab?
Yeah.
Any of the brave Londoners you see walking the streets can be recruited into your team. Like him. Her. Or even her. Everyone could become your next secret weapon. In our first mission, we need to get some dirt on Nigel Cass, and that means breaking into Albion headquarters inside the Tower of
I'm
London.
such a pessimist, I assume
All the
Aggro's
hardy
mic
souls
just
you
stopped
see
working.
here are people
Right.
we have recruited from
Pretty
the
sure
streets
it
of
did,
London.
but part of me's
They
like,
all
he's
have
gone.
unique abilities, and you're free to tackle this mission with whoever you like.
Dear God, my eyes.
Badly. What?
Zip up, get to work, and let's never talk about this again.
Like everyone in DedSec, Arthur can hack pretty much whatever. But as a construction worker, he has a particular set of tools that make him handy.
Just hammering a cop in the dick with a wrench.
He can even call his own cargo drone. Perfect for gate crashing. When you're not invited.
Watch Dogs definitely like the
Who needs a
highest
regular
tier of
old
the
gun when you
Ubisoft
have a
series.
bloody nail gun.
Kind of impressive after the first one was kind of bad.
Yeah, I feel like that's mostly because the second what's the name of the one they debuted this gen that wasn't Watch Dogs?
Perhaps we could approach
The one that
this
took
mission
place in a
differently. If
post-apocalyptic
you want to keep your
futures with the disease.
The Division.
The Division. The second one
Amy is
just
a
was
drone
more of the same.
expert.
Like they didn't try to up the ante in any
What have we here?
remarkable way in the least.
Right, it was just like,
Connoisseur.
here's a different city that's been destroyed. It's summer now.
Hate spiders.
Is that
Love
enough?
this one.
Did we get you?
What an adorable creepy crawler.
Oh, that's
Like, it
horrifying.
also feels like Jesus. It also feels like a bigger
A drone
upgrade than
expert does have the
any
unique
going
ability
between
to
any
summon their own
Assassin's Creed
drone.
games
This
ever.
little darling is
Yes.
fast
So
and
update on our co-host, Dr. Aggro. He can no longer hear us from Discord.
Oh my god. Discord is a wonderful program. It's free.
She can also hack enemy drones, turning the tide in her favor.
I don't know, maybe restart the program. I have
And
no
if you're
idea.
not into direct confrontation, there are more
Aggro,
ways
this
than
is where I
one to get
point
the
out,
job
I
done.
bet I could hook up an iPad with your exact audio interface that
Recruiting an
you
Albion
got,
officer like
and it
Brielle
would
here
work
might
like a
be
charm.
challenging,
God.
but it'll get you inside restricted Albion areas.
I still didn't even like Watch Dogs 2 very much, but this does seem like another big upgrade,
However,
which
do
is
anything
something
suspicious
Ubisoft
and
just doesn't
she'll
do with their
probably
other
wind up with
series.
a
It's
bullet in the
weird.
back of her head.
See, they completely changed what the fuck Assassin's Creed was at the same time as getting a huge visual upgrade, so it's really hard to call it an overall upgrade.
Right.
If you feel you must.
Ugh. His face just looks unsettling.
I think he's trying to be an actual actor.
Yeah.
Criminals running our streets. Illegals threatening our families. The police commissioner himself. Assassinated by terrorists.
Well, that seems to be enough evidence. Next up, we're crashing Mary Kelly's organ farming operation and putting a stop to it.
That's good. The buyers expect
Next, we have to stop Wayfair from trafficking
And
children.
we need a hard nut for this.
Impairing our frontal lobe again, are we?
Yeah, I assume at least 3 missions in this game will hit way
Say
too
hello
real.
to Mickey. The man lives for his team.
I'm like, man, that's how I should have prepped for this
And
conference.
doesn't mind getting his hands
Yeah.
dirty.
Foil the assassination attempt on Miss Maxwell, who's being held into court. Not a big fan of the jumping
He
punch.
does have a slight drinking problem.
That guy is. So is this the bully from Bully?
He's passed out. Ah,
Or
well,
the main character from Bully grown up?
Yeah.
You know what? Let's go with someone a bit more professional.
He's not Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, I was like, I love character creator Keanu.
It's almost crass to call him a
Bob,
hitman.
why isn't this living room decorated by hanging just halogen light bulbs? Why are we not doing that?
So you need to get like a wall of bricks with like designs in them and put a red light behind it.
I hate that he's right. I hate that he's right.
Hey, this is really just supposed to be John Wick. That's kind of crazy. They're just like, yeah, just do this.
I mean, as we've learned recently, every game developer is just like, oh, that movie's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
I thought it was every game trying to be John Wick.
Not bad if I do say so, innit?
Oh.
Everyone in London is a legend.
Okay, I'm
You're a
full.
super spy.
That's all you
Everyone can be a hero.
I'll be happy to give this a try on next gen.
Yeah, I imagine it's coming out late enough where
Find the
that'll
best
line up.
recruits.
Probably.
Just
Build
move.
your
They're
resistance.
fighting in a skate park.
It's time to take back London.
Dan, why are you wearing the shirt from Gigaboots podcast number 79? Well, I thought, you know, I would confuse the timeline for people who are confused by that video already even more.
With unique locales and characters has always been a central pillar of the Watch Dogs series.
So what goes into building those worlds? Here's Amanda Munt to tell us more.
Hope everyone enjoys Windows sounds, because you're gonna hear a few.
I love Windows sounds.
My name's Amanda Munt. I'm a level artist.
Well, we've
on
made
Watch Dogs
progress.
Legion
His audio
at
sticks.
Ubisoft
He just
Toronto.
doesn't know how to think properly.
Being a level artist, I think, is the coolest job in
How do you-
video games
how do you know
because
his
we
Oh, he can
do
hear
get
us.
the freedom
He said
to,
that.
to
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
like
he's
pick and
texting.
choose what little details we want to depict, and we get ample opportunities to tell the stories that we want to tell in the spaces that we're assigned to. I have the capacity to hide things and, you know, like small little Easter eggs. In AC Unity, there was a boat somewhere in the world that was covered in cats. And then it happened again in Watch Dogs 2, and there may or may not be something in London that is a boat filled with cats in some capacity. So I was fortunate enough to go to E3 last year. Some of the people that I was showing our demo to were from London, so no matter where I dropped them in the city, they would go, "Oh my God, this feels like Camden. This, you know, this feels like Southwark. This feels like Westminster." When people are talking about some detail that I've put into the world and they're excited about it, like that feels so good as somebody who, you know, builds these worlds with care. I love it.
Oh, great. Brawlhalla news.
Yeah.
And now some news for Brawlhalla fans.
We've teamed up
Are they
with
gonna add
Evan
some
In
Bacon.
weeks, you'll be able to battle it out with
God,
your
could
favorite
you imagine
legends
someone
on
announcing
iOS
that in the
and
year of
Android
our Lord
devices.
2020?
Joining Finn and Jake is Rick and Morty.
That's too real.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
So should we give this a chance because it's free?
No, I've played it. It's real bad.
Bob doesn't love it. I'm gonna give it a chance at some point, but based on how all the gameplay footage looks, I'm probably not gonna love it.
Even the UI looks real bad.
Yeah, it just looks... yeah, real cheap. All around.
It's okay. It's got the Adventure Time kid. Dan, why did you call him the Adventure Time kid? Because he fucking changed his name, so I forgot which one was which!
It's Jake the Human.
Yeah, that's right. Whether you need a Tom Clancy action fix on the go,
I like
or
my
wanna dive
giant
back into
Ubisoft
one of the most
Eldest
beloved
I
fantasy
stand on.
franchises in gaming, we got you covered.
I agree with this guy. I need my Ubisoft Tom Clancy action on the go.
This is where they're announcing the Elder Scrolls clone based on Might and Magic.
Oh yeah, new Lineage 2 update.
God, that's like a Korean mobile game elf.
Oh, the in-game graphics look even worse.
Just reminding you that exists.
The target is being held on the ground floor.
It's like a cartoony Rainbow Six.
Yeah.
There's like, oh no, Valorant came out.
This is tragic.
Oh, this is like the Tom Clancy mobile game, apparently.
Contact! Montaigne is down. Request air support.
Yeah, the one that has Sam Fisher.
Yeah, one of the 7 Tom Clancy's that revealed themselves on that
Yeah,
fateful
there he
day.
is.
God.
There's Fortnite Sam Fisher.
Get back in your cell!
Wouldn't it be neat to announce a real Sam Fisher game?
Don't make me regret this.
It's coming soon.
Speaking of Tom
Not
Clancy,
often. It's been over a year since they announced a mobile game, and it still doesn't have a date.
I'm gonna go ahead and keep people from building suspense. Aggro will not be joining us.
Together a special video to thank all of the amazing players and developers that have helped Siege become the game it is today.
I blame Ubisoft. It's their fucking fault. Like, no.
In December
you can't be on mic when
2015, a
Assassin's
small
Creed being
team
shown.
released Rainbow Six Siege,
They'll point out everything that's historically wrong.
a game built on a strong vision,
Just imagine how many of these
Creativity,
guys have been fired.
competitiveness, and
Hey,
team
don't
play.
want to think about it.
Pour le joueur, le 1er décembre, c'est un début, mais pour nous aussi.
So much of this
Faut tout de
conference
suite
already
s'engager
just feels
et
like
rejoindre
filler. How far are
ce
we
jeu
in?
installé. Tu
20
peux t'y
minutes in,
installer
and it's
aussi.
like
20 minutes.
most of this has
That
been
original vision was
let's check
quickly
out what the
adopted by a
community does.
passionate
It's like
community, propelling it to a whole
why?
new level.
Maybe my threshold for E3 filler's really high because of EA.
Maybe.
Because I was gonna say we haven't seen a dance number because they can't do one.
Right.
So we don't have that filler. We don't have Girlwood talking to the audience about their cosplay that they asked them to do and paid them to do or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you have a meme
We
you
also
want to
had our
pitch?
share of challenges.
This is just jarring because none of the, I don't feel like any of the other
Health that touches upon subject
ones
like
done by a
matchmaking,
publisher haven't
connectivity.
had
All
the
those
filler as
aspects
bad
are
this
absolutely
year
critical
because they're
to the
pre-recorded.
experience of the player.
Yeah.
Through it all, we're always driven by you, our community. And together, we grow stronger.
There is no sequel plan, and we are here for the next 10 years, so expect more Rainbow Six in your life for quite some
No,
time.
no, 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 no. They had 100 reports at HR of sexual misconduct. Most of those are one guy.
Oh no!
He was the vice president.
Tous les succès, c'est vraiment le résultat de autant de nous que de vous. Ce jeu, il est autant le vôtre qu'il est le nôtre de l'équipe de développement.
Now 60 million players strong, we're just getting started.
Every time they give me a new number for how many people played Rainbow Six Siege, I go, that's a trick.
From the devs that build the game,
Is it
to
free?
the community that plays it,
No, I don't think it's free.
It's
Thank
not one of
you.
those free things where it's like you can get in, but you don't have all the operators.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
If you haven't tried it yet, dive into our new Operation Steel Wave update.
Every time I
available
see
now,
her, I
and
think
take
she's
Jason and
standing in the
Lucy out for a
target.
spin.
There's so many like other
days ago,
screens
we
happening that
introduced y'all to
sometimes
a
I miss
brand
it.
new
Wait, did they
multiplayer
color grade them
Now,
different?
it's
So
time
now
to
the
venture into the
Ubisoft
hyperscape.
wall behind them's orange instead of red?
How do you feel that we are halfway through this?
Oh, this
A
is the
little
Hyperscape
sad.
game.
Oh, is this Hyperscape?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least Hyperscape was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's the first one of these like battle royales I've been kind of interested in a while.
Yeah.
Hack in the hyperscape.
Also, Watch Dogs look neat.
What's
I can't
not
say
supposed to
anything
be there?
legally for the next 22 minutes.
Let me get you all this.
Watch Dogs does look neat. Looks
About 30
stunningly,
years ago,
surprisingly
everything
neat.
that we fear
Comes
about
out
our
on my
future
birthday,
started
too. That's
to come
weird.
true. We made some good decisions.
Oh, it has a release date now?
We made some
Yeah,
bad
October
decisions.
29th.
Actually, we made a lot of bad decisions.
I thought it just leaked.
So here we are.
So like
I
with
just
it-
I just saw it on
Billion
Twitter. I
souls
imagine I missed
living
it
in
during the
crush of
stream.
megacities.
Yeah, maybe.
But the people at Prisma changed everything.
Yeah, I don't think it was on this stream. I think they just
They
announced
gave
it outside it
everyone
for
a
some
way
reason.
out. The Hyperscape. In the Hyperscape, the biggest draw by far is Crown Rush. This is where anyone can become someone.
So do you think this would have had its initial reveal and everything be at E3 if E3 was going to be a thing?
I think that lines up right where they could have literally had it there.
Yeah.
And announced it and released it.
And streamers only started playing it like a week and a half ago.
Right.
Is it actually out, or is it like a weird early access thing still?
You got to go get your drops.
Yeah. So
or be a journalism.
Oh, it's one of
If
those.
you get good at Crown Rush, it can change your life.
Just let me try the game.
But strange things have been happening lately. Rumors of people getting hurt.
We're allergic to gameplay this time, aren't we?
Disappearing from the real world.
Yeah, I don't think I ever even conceived of them having a big story trailer for Hyperscape. I did not think that would be the case.
Well, yeah, they're gonna cut and reveal that this game is made by
Some of us are
Abstergo.
searching for a way up.
Fuck off.
Some of us for a way out.
Is there going to be like a single player
got?
mode?
Ready
Oh,
player
wow.
2?
We have aggro. Hi.
That's what brings
Yeah,
us
they
to the
announced a
edge
new
of the
Rayman. It was joyous. It was all gameplay.
Shut up, Dan.
I feel like this isn't entirely truthful.
Weird.
JC's work on Far Cry Primal and multiple Prince of Persia titles has established him as a top creative here at Ubisoft.
Oh, it looks good, I'm
For me,
sure.
what's exciting is we started building it from scratch.
Somebody check his name.
Grow, adding ideas.
Somebody check his name. God, this conference is
I've been doing that. I have been doing that.
You are
entire
insane.
time.
God.
Humanity has grown a little darker.
Because I have to be. I have
One
to
of
know.
the companies there. They are
You just
launching
want to
what's called the
celebrate on
Hyperscape, which is a
stream if you
virtual
find
world, the
one.
internet of the future. It's
I
a place
do
where
want to be like,
everything
yeah,
converges.
there's one still in here. It's gone. Yeah.
Within the virtual world,
We got
there
him,
is a battle
boys.
royale that takes place
Look,
in the virtual city of
KZ,
Neo
I
Arcadia.
love Mark Cerny, and I'm excited for the PS5. If Mark Cerny just came out on stage and his pants fell down, that would still be
Then we also
funny.
introduced a lot of new things. You
Well,
get
this
the
is
opportunity
different.
to do
The-
parkour on
a
the
person
rooftops,
isn't
go
coming
into
out on this
interiors where
stream
it's
and
much more
doing
narrow, much
their
more stressful.
bad
You
thing.
get to go to the landmarks where there's
But it's
more,
embarrassing for
opportunity to get
Ubisoft.
cool
It's
items.
embarrassing
There's
to
also
get a
more
cool
players,
shot
so
of a
it's
human
risk
being
reward
that
kind
you
of deal.
fired in the last week because they're sex
We introduced
pets.
the notion of hacks, special abilities that you can pick up on the fly to adapt your tactics. With hacks, you can do things like teleport yourself, you can wrap yourself into a ball and bounce around the battlefield.
What?
So a lot
Yeah.
of abilities.
That's why I
let
was
you
interested in
have
this
fun
one. It's
that
just
are toys that
goofy
you
as
can
shit.
play with.
There's like giant jump pads everywhere.
And finally, it's made as a spectacle, so all the viewers will be able to
I don't see
interact
anybody
with the game
transforming
on
into a
different
Gundam.
levels through the Twitch extension.
Yeah. How
So
disappointing.
in a few minutes, there's going to be a vote, and viewers will be able to decide.
I was like, why did running up to that door bring up a giant, obnoxious menu?
Right. Ammo or stuff like that. So players, while this
What
happens,
is this,
really have to
Halo
adapt to all
4?
kinds of stuff that is happening. So for me, it's really exciting because right now, as we speak, we're launching the open beta, and so it's.
And I
gonna be
really love my
available
job at
for,
this company,
free-to-play for
and I
all
hope I
PC
keep it for a
players.
long
And we
time.
want to
I keep
thank all the
to
players,
myself
all the
most of the
viewers who
time.
participated in tech test and
As
will
we say at
participate in the
Ubisoft,
debate.
keep your head
Here's a
down, and
short
you saw
glimpse of
nothing.
What you can expect.
All right, let's move on.
Watch and learn how it's done. Perfecto.
And thus the audience was blinded by this time. Oh. Oh. I'll get the door.
That's mine.
As
Let's
we
show 'em
say
what
at
I'm made of.
Ubisoft, try to work with both hands.
Go time.
Oh, did he do something where he forced the jump pad on under her?
I think so, yeah.
That's a neat trick.
Watch closely.
This does
Language,
seem to
Bob.
be the neatest one of this genre.
Is that character forcing a jump pad on a woman? God!
Damn it. I wasn't gonna do it.
I'm just imagining like cutting from this footage to PUBG looking exactly like it did when it's on.
God.
Oh, did it say PC
And
open
have it-
beta now?
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
thank you.
Why? Well, cool.
Yeah, that's today. Great. Thank you for not.
I'm relieved that Ubisoft saw the success of Battle Royale and went, all right, let's try and do something approaching interesting.
Production manager Anna Maria
I feel like a
Muska is
lot
going
of
to
the
take us
big
behind the scenes
publishers
of
in
character
this
design.
previous gen kind of just treaded water.
My name is
And
Anna
they act-
Maria
they're like, oh, we better
Muska.
try
I'm the
for this
production
next
manager
one.
for characters and weapons on Hyperscape. We have paid an exceptional amount of detail to our characters. We switch different outfits, different
Thought she was
fashion
gonna say
statements,
money.
different tattoos, different materials until they see them as real individuals, as real people. So the second you pick a character,
We
you see them
definitely
in
pay our
game,
employees.
You understand what their motivations are and what drives them and what
I mean,
challenges
yeah, they're
them.
in France. They do.
She looks off camera. What's that? Tom's coming? Okay, one moment. And then she just climbs into a closet and closes the door behind her. And you see a guy peek his head in the room, and then he just keeps walking away, and she comes back out, sits back down. Where were we?
They actually like.
Is this why they made that tweet about how we recorded this a long time ago and there's a lot of work to do? Please don't judge us.
Characters. So we're hoping some of our players are gonna see the effort.
Yes, they did that.
Thank you for this
what's gonna happen in the game.
dark knowledge.
I'm very excited to see it in people's hands.
Presentation ever.
Yeah, they can.
Bold new year.
As we move into the next generation of gaming,
You're at Ubisoft. We
have
like
been
to set
working
new
closely
bars.
with
Yeah,
console
you
makers
do.
To take advantage of all the
Here at
extraordinary
Ubisoft, we're very
capabilities
upset
these
that
new
we didn't
consoles
do
will
this
offer.
last week.
Now we have a special guest to tell us a little more.
Hey everyone, this answer from Xbox.
They color graded his webcam footage.
Ubisoft
They did.
is supporting smart
He looks
delivery.
orange.
Yeah,
You
that's
get the absolute best version of the
as
game
someone who's had to
on any
save
version of
footage that
Xbox
some
you're playing
jackass sent me.
on Series X.
You're damn right he
you
looks
get to
orange.
take
That's all they
advantage
could pull
of the
off.
Amazing work the team has done with DirectX ray
Phil
tracing.
Spencer's like,
to
hey
create
guys,
an
I'm here
absolutely
after
immersive
standing in the
version
sun
of
for
London
40
like
minutes.
you've never seen before. Ubisoft has a unique ability to create
The sun's
immersive
energy
worlds,
giving me strength.
setting a new bar that continues to
I
drive
think
our
Xbox is
industry
gonna win. They
forward.
got Watch Dogs on smart
I'm a
delivery.
huge fan
Wow.
of Assassin's
They definitely
Creed.
don't have anything like that on
I love
PlayStation,
the
right?
time I've spent exploring the world in Assassin's Creed
Since PlayStation
Odyssey.
hasn't announced
I
it,
can't
no.
wait for you to see the
Spencer is just
gameplay
Birdman.
from Assassin's Creed Valhalla that's coming up now.
I can't wait for you to see gameplay of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. The thing I
Which is-
promised you 2 months ago.
Yeah, 2 months ago. I
I
love it being
came here
like,
to take play myself.
which is coming up now.
My name
So
is
please
Julien
credit
Lafayette, and
me.
I'm the producer of Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Oh.
He
So a
pulled
couple
out
of
a
weeks ago, we
scalpel. I'm here to
announced
cut it
Assassin's
out
Creed
and put it
Valhalla,
into my
and the reaction
show.
from the
Oh, is
fans
this the
was
guy?
just amazing. The time period of
No,
Vikings
he was the
is
creative
really,
director.
really
Okay.
inspiring.
Now, I'm not saying this
We
isn't
did
a
our research,
guy,
and we found that
but it's
they were
not the
mindless
guy.
barbarians. Vikings were actually farmers trying to find new lands for them to settle. And so they had really
I'm glad we got
human
aggro
motivations.
time for this.
So for us to have this opportunity to tell kind of
Yes,
the
let's
real
use
story
the word
about Vikings
aggro.
and kind
Anything
of
that's
separate
wrong,
ourselves
he can
from the
point out.
myths and the
Yeah, this guy's
folklore
glasses
is
are
really
really
something
ugly.
that drove us to make this game. The team went to Norway and England to take the same roads that the
Oh,
Vikings
fuck
did.
off.
To really
Fuck off,
experience
you
what it meant to be a
Yeah,
Viking
we
at
went
that
and
time.
viewed actual historical recreations
And
of
then
shit we
leaving
don't give a fuck
Norway,
about.
which is barren but majestic. And
We
just
stood
coming
at the Large
by
Hadron
boat
Collider.
in
We
England
understand
and see
science
those
now.
rolling green hills full of
Please
sheep,
enjoy our
full
new
of
sci-fi
life.
game.
It's just this moment that most likely
Apparently
the
all of the
Vikings
tunics and
felt
axes
as
were out
well.
for
You need to
cleaning on
see
the day
this
they showed
land
up.
of opportunity. And this is exactly the feeling we
Wait, isn't
want
the game
players to
set in Great
experience in
Britain?
this game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why did you go to Norway?
It is a personal adventure. You know, it is the story of
Maybe you
Eivor,
can go
a
to
Viking
Norway in the
chieftain.
game.
He knows the
Eivor
Vikings
is,
aren't there
either
anymore,
A
right?
male or a female.
We
You
were
decide
really
when you start the
concerned
game.
about
They will have to leave
accuracy,
Norway
so
to
we
settle
went to
in
medieval
England
times.
because you just can't live
We
in
had to
Norway anymore.
compromise.
There's too much political
Stop going
pressure,
medieval times,
no
nothing good
resources
happens there
available.
anymore.
Hey, I found a thumb drive.
Oh no!
Obviously, in England, it's full of
find
Anglo-Saxons.
the
Apparently
and
it'll
other
teach me
people,
about magic.
and they don't really want you there.
You find
so
the
you will
sacred
have to
thumb
fight
drive,
your
you
way
get the
there to kind
superpower
of
of being able to
build
blackmail
your own
Randy
settlement
Pitchford.
and see your clan
And then
prosper.
Abracadabra, 25 to life.
Vikings were
Make your
brutal
freedom
warriors.
disappear.
Shields! Yay! Fire arrows. Just shit
And
tons
the
of
fact
fire
that they
arrows
were
for no
mastering
fucking
a lot of
reason. It's
weapons
great.
coming
Yeah.
from the medieval times
What,
really inspired
Aggro, are
us
you
to
telling
kind
me
of
that they
revamp the
couldn't
fight
literally
system
cast their spell to make it rain fire
to
arrows?
leverage the brutality and the intensity
Was
of
magic
Viking
not
combat.
invented yet, Aggro?
No,
Vikings
magic was
were not
invented
only
in
fighting face-to-face,
1853 by the
they
Golden
were
Dawn
masters
Society.
of stealth and deception when needed. They used basically any sort of tactics they could use to win the battle. So we want to portray the full range of
Oh, this
combat
guy.
that you can imagine
Yup,
coming from the
this
That's like,
fucking
the,
guy.
that's like the most Chad British guy ever. He's like 8 feet tall.
Every single piece of his equipment is
We are
mismatched,
very
and they're
happy to
all not
finally
from
be
this
able to
era.
show you the game we're
But he
all
has a
working
hidden
on.
blade, so it's raw.
Please enjoy this deep dive into Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
But you're going to end the show with an hour of just Assassin's Creed Valhalla gameplay. What are you doing?
Oh, is that really what
Yes, they were like, oh, yeah,
immediately follows up this conference?
Yes.
You will relive the epic saga of the Viking invasion of England.
What? Okay.
What?
You play as Ingvar, a Viking from Norway, who will lead his or
I
her
was like,
battle-hardened
maybe
warriors
he's going to
across the
aggro
North
to
I'm
figure
like,
out what happens there.
My
I don't know,
brain
aggro.
seized.
This
I
game's
was like,
pretty
is this a
cool.
Speed 2 moment? The boat just kept going on land and started wrecking shit?
Did they have dynamite then, aggro?
It's time we go Viking.
No!
Okay.
We raid.
Right region, wrong time period.
England is a dark age tangle of broken
Oh, that
kingdoms
is
and warring dynasties.
a lot less
a land of
impressive looking
opportunity
at
and
this
riches.
resolution than I thought it would be.
As you prowl England's rivers by longship, you may raid
They kind of
locations
need going
you
down
spot
down
from the
rivers on the
shoreline.
long ship.
Ground
Yeah.
your ship and
This
blow your
game will be
horn to
good
lead your
if
raiding
you
crew
carry
to
your
battle.
boats across land to attack a city on a lake. Like Saga.
Oof. That looked really bad.
It
No.
did.
Cool.
See the frame
Either
rates,
awful fire arrows here, aggro. I don't know what the
There
problem is.
sure are.
Assist you in all your
Revive
efforts,
your squad
fighting
mates.
enemies, battering down doors, and stealing cargo too heavy for one
So this
set
is
of
showing
arms.
Xbox button prompts, guys. This is what next
Whatever
gen looks
riches
like
and
according to
resources
some
you pillage
dipshit at
may be used to
IGN.
develop your settlement, giving you access to useful services.
Fine, it's fine. This is
better
just
tools,
Lockhart footage.
and new settlers. At the heart of your settlement is the
that a
Alliance
cat?
Map.
It looked like a giant
It
cat,
will
yeah.
serve as a record of the allies
Fuck the
you've
rest of
made,
this. Go back
and
to
a
that
guide
cat.
for future opportunities.
I like physical map.
The Viking Age was a time of warriors and legends. In Valhalla,
You must
will
fight
find
the Kung
largest
Fu
variety
men.
of enemies ever assembled in an Assassin's Creed game.
Do
Six
largest variety
flips.
of the largest dudes. What the fuck?
Every archetype offers a unique challenge. Some will coordinate with their allies for special attacks, while others will use nearby objects to their advantage, including the bodies of fallen warriors. To face these
These Dark
attacks,
Souls them at you.
must find and exploit your
These are
opponent's
just
weaknesses
orcs.
to gain
You're
the
just
upper
fighting
hand.
orcs.
Take the fight to your foes with a host of
There's
Just
no
keep running till you hit the
8-foot-tall
ocean.
man who can throw a
Snare
guy
with
who
the
weighs
Viking
200
harpoon.
pounds.
Pummel them with throwing axes.
What the fuck is he throwing?
Ton of axes.
Incapacitated.
How
does he have
Stun
that
system
many?
To keep them at a distance.
He queued up
finish
the
them
spell.
Viking magic?
Oh, okay.
That's actually the most historical thing so
You
far.
wield any two weapons
It's like he
you
just
wish
threw like
to unleash a
5,
deadly
didn't he?
combination of
Jesus
attacks.
Christ.
Cool, you look at that hammer. It's like Mjolnir.
Customize your fighting style as you see fit, and become a legendary Viking warrior.
I approve of the stomp button.
Glad we could bring that back from Dead
All
Space.
combinations of weapons
Yup.
are available
Stop their
to
legs
dual
off.
wield, including 2 shields.
Dual wielding shield. Kind of funny.
Always
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, you're gonna. Oh, Jesus.
Not all situations call for violence. In this new land, a Viking must find a way to adapt.
Patrol blend? Is that like a different
As
kind of
Eivor is
shredded
not
cheese?
welcome in England.
Back.
You may need to outsmart your enemies, avoiding unwanted attention in
Watch
towns
you.
and
Holding this
bustling
button
cities.
while slowly walking.
Use Eivor's
just
hood
make
and
'em look
cloak to
goop.
blend with crowds and slip past watchful eyes.
Casey.
An unseen hunter
'em look
among the
goop.
people.
It's
From
me
capital
again.
cities and villages to
Good,
the
he
dense
stealth
forests and
successfully.
rolling hills of
They
England,
didn't show him stealth kill
exploration
anyone,
is vital
guys.
to keeping yourself sharp.
It's gonna be the
That
same as
animation
You must
before,
keep
where it
out
doesn't
land if you
kill.
hope to endure.
Yeah, of course.
God.
Hunt and forage to replenish
Oh,
your
fuck
health
yeah.
and fortify
Why
your
is
equipment.
Cliff here?
That's the cricket.
That dog
Search
in the
pagan
chest.
temples and Roman ruins for new activities and challenges to strengthen yourself
Oh,
and your
Stonehenge.
settlement.
Kino.
Well, it's Ahenge.
The more you
Bob, does
explore,
that make you really
the
tap
more
your
that you
forehead?
Yes.
Get you thinking.
I like how it's Kino. It's like Stonehenge, the
But as you
world.
push deeper into England, the enemy will push back. In a series of climactic moments, Assassin's Creed Valhalla
they really
will
love those
feature
flaming air
massive
hoses.
assaults.
Hell yeah,
You
man.
lead Eivor's army into
They're not
battle
alone.
Against
What are they
heavily
doing? They should use their
guarded
dynamite to
Saxon
open that door.
fortresses.
I'm just waiting till we see the one guy with the skill tree that makes him throw his shield like Captain America.
I mean, it's definitely in there.
Yeah.
Transport you to
That has to be like a late game.
I'm sorry, Lightning Jesus. Please don't get mad.
It will challenge.
So how cringy is the Hellblade DLC going to be for this game?
I just keep thinking
I
that.
saw one of those pattern puzzles earlier. I was like, I think that's what Hellblade does.
I was trying to remember what game I know for that.
His knife shattered bones. Okay.
Yeah, that's what knives do.
What game did? I'm losing it because it's something that came out in the last year and a quarter, where it's just like line up the puzzle. You gotta make the circle.
Devil May
9th
Cry
Century
5 has
England
that.
is truly unlike anything the
Or even
franchise has
pattern
seen
by
before.
looking at a certain direction.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla will release this holiday season on Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, PS4,
How'd
PC,
you let you tell
and
us,
Stadia.
Tell us that.
And Stadia.
We're close to wrapping up today, but before we go, our CEO, Yves Guillemot, is here to share a few words.
This is sad, yeah.
I'm
not even whelmed.
I hope you will have enjoyed what you have seen today, and that you will love playing these games. I'm proud of our teams
the right
for
verb tense.
delivering an ambitious, broad, and creative
As
lineup
soon as
of
this
games.
video ends, I will be
And we haven't
taken by
shown
the
you
police.
everything yet. In fact, we
A
have
drone
lots
just flies
more to
in,
come.
picks him up, and flies
So
away.
you will have another Ubisoft Forward to reveal even more about our upcoming games.
The police droned
But
my
before
ass.
ending this show, we have one more thing to share with you.
Is this gonna be a game you didn't announce last year? Can we get one of those?
This is just Far Cry, because that's the
Yeah.
thing they haven't
Far
shown
Cry
yet. The biggest thing leaked.
Yeah, of course.
That makes sense. They delayed everything into infinity, so they had to focus on that.
Man, Gods and Monsters just is gone.
Yeah.
This is every Netflix original opening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how I know? It's got too much money to be an Amazon Originals opening.
I was like, do you see Andrew Kramer on screen anywhere?
Yes. That shouldn't be in there. What's this blood doing in this plant? It's making drugs! We got blood drugs that are also bullets?
This intro is more visually interesting than the last two Far Cry games. Liberted. That's not even a word.
No, it's more of a middle name. Title sequence by. Yeah, no, this is just. Did they make this and that's how they sold them on the project?
We have to cook.
We're not even gonna see it, are
When
we?
he asks
This
you to
game-
do something, you do it.
This game exists.
That's. What? Okay, so this is the game. I was worried it moved on.
All I know about that kid is insane. People on Twitter think he's Voss, the villain from
Perfect.
Far Cry 3.
But useless. I have something for you, Diego. Give me
They both
that.
have an eyebrow with a cut on it. That's
Gasp.
it.
Papa.
Now, the grenade is simple. It has 4 basic parts. The shell, which contains the explosive, the fuse, the handle, and of course, the pin.
Ah, that doesn't explain how it explodes.
What are you doing?
Breathe. The pin simply holds the handle in place. It is only when you let go that this grenade goes boom.
Oh, so this is a metaphor. Yes, defeat it.
Well, good thing I have this grenade.
Good thing I throws out window.
I am El Presidente, which means that someday you will be El Presidente. And our people, they do not know how to be happy. They are torn apart by opinions, noise, indecision, strangled by their own freedoms. And even if you have love
Man, the
in your
CIA
heart,
propaganda video is
even
weird.
if you want
Yeah, this whole game's gonna be real subtle.
Oh yeah, of course.
Every Ubisoft game is.
they will hate you, Diego.
But they're not political.
Yeah, they put that
They are
aggressive
not.
front.
This one doesn't take place in America or other white country, so it can be political.
It's okay. They'll say things like Watch Dogs Legion is not political, and then I get a intro video before my preview event where it's the most political thing possible.
They will answer you with screams. Call you evil. A monster. And give you this. So you tell me, are you evil?
Well, then give it back.
Are you a monster? Because our country is like this grenade, except it has two basic parts. Our people. And you must clutch them nice and tight, or we all go boom.
Imagine that famous actor dies in this intro cutscene.
You understand now?
No, Far Cry doesn't usually do that. They usually actually commit to having that person around.
Alright. Yeah, I was gonna say, that's more of a 7th gen move, Bob.
Yeah.
Hey, it's me, John Goodman, just gonna give you like 4 missions and fuck right off.
God, that's so bad.
And with
Hey,
that, we're
I'm
wrapping up
Patrick
our first
Stewart.
Ubisoft
I'm the
Forward.
Emperor in Oblivion. I'm dead now.
Today, we've seen the next generation of Assassin's Creed, the birth of a resistance
I thought we
in
might
Watch Dogs
actually see
Legion,
gameplay for Far Cry.
the cyber chaos
I was
of
a-
Yeah,
hyperspace,
I was
and the
hoping.
epic reveal of Far
Thought we'd
Cry's
see
newest
anything
installment,
else we hadn't heard
along
about.
with so much more.
But no.
Well, that's the VGAs,
Remember,
Bob.
we'll be back
They gotta save
later
the
this
gameplay
year
for the
with another
VGAs.
Ubisoft Forward filled with tons of game
Thanks,
news
Jeff.
and updates.
Thanks for joining us.
Or Ubisoft is just gonna do these forever now.
So now we're just rolling into gameplay.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Ubisoft Forward post show. My name is Yusuf McGeed, and this is Assassin's
So-
Creed Valhalla.
so Bob,
we're gonna take a deep
I'm gonna
dive
ask you.
into
Yeah, what's
30
up?
minutes of gameplay.
We
and
have
we're
this
joined by
here.
a
What else do
very
we have?
special
Do you
guest here.
remember from the schedule? Or is it just this?
It's just this. Thanks.
So the whole post show thing is just gameplay.
That's all
So
I
Fizz,
saw.
we're setting up
Okay.
here for what looks
Just,
like
I
an
guess
epic
30 minutes
encounter.
of
Tell us
Assassin's
exactly what's going
Creed
on.
was done.
Yeah, so here we're
God, they showed that good shot again.
We're showing for UB Forward. Here we're looking at the assault of Berg Castle. So these are big moments that
did they get an
usually
explosive?
sort of culminate at the end of the story. And so here Avar,
It's just how
the
what
Viking
a boat
raider,
works.
is taking
Yeah,
the
long ago
North
Vikings
Raiders
sailed
and
the
Fur
open seas
into
on
Berg
Gremlins.
Castle to go and take down Ruid.
Oh, come on, they're
and his
Pintos.
clan.
And the original Ford Pinto.
What is the blood ring?
basically, Rued comes
It's probably a capture point.
halfway through this story arc where
This looks like an assault game.
Yeah, this is really weird because I don't know why I didn't expect the gameplay to primarily comprise of a siege, but I'm like, part of this is just making me go For Honor combined with the new style of Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah, there's a lot of we went to the drawer and found a bunch of For Honor notes in here.
Yeah.
It's weird.
A little bit about the changes the
Hey man, it is really weird, but I think I might get more into this than the last two things they made.
That's fair.
Two axes jumping cheerleader foot tuck throw is killing me.
Yeah, it's great.
I played maybe like 18 hours of Odyssey. This looks a lot better than that.
I really like the setting of the Egypt one, but I couldn't stand the way it played.
Yeah, I like the setting a lot, but I feel like structurally it wasn't very compelling.
No.
You had a bird.
I tried to get into Origins,
Eivor
but
has
it's just
taken
like
her entire army through the assault, and
I hit
finally
that
it's
point like a
revealed
couple
that
hours in where it's like, you've done everything you will do in the game now. It'll just be repeating it forever, and I'm like, oh, I'm done.
I played 1 and Liberation, and I'm good.
Didn't you play Unity?
I hear. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that was an Assassin's Creed game.
So now that we've seen that Oswald is alive, we
I
have Rued in our
100%ed
sights.
2, and it just broke my brain, and I
So
can
the
never
next
play
move for
series
Eivor
again.
is to finally face off against.
Okay,
Rued.
they've done all the goodwill. They've undone it. A
That
wolf
was really
should not
bad.
take that many fucking hits at point blank. It was look at it, it's barely moving the health bar.
God.
What is this, a Destiny boss packed into a wolf?
And it's worth pointing out actually.
Okay.
that
Trick me.
what we're showing is that they're, facing off against
He's
Rued.
still not dead.
But so when you deplete
That was the first health bar.
Yeah, when you deplete the top health bar, it's like a stamina thing. It's
An armor bar, kinda?
yeah. So now when he finishes big hits, it gets staggered every time.
I cannot.
That's so
Because Edgar
horrible.
said the
What-
cheerleader
here's what
throw
I-
thing. I can't unsee it.
Yeah, no. When he did it the first time, I too was like, yay!
Just focus fire on him. It takes at least one opponent out of the.
It looked like he could also apply a stun attack on the wolf and just refuse to twice.
If you do eliminate
Yeah.
his wolf.
I
But it
just
just seems like the person playing is also
Having
bad.
one opponent less in the battlefield makes for a good strategy.
The part where certain elements of how this looked makes me think Dark Souls.
I mean, that's what they tried to
Yeah,
add
a
with
lot of
the last
things.
one.
Like,
Only the cold dark of Niflheim awaits you.
This is oddly enough giving me 4th edition D&D combat vibes. Like, there's only a couple of interesting things you can do, and once you've done them, well, we've still got a half an hour left of this fight.
It's like, is he gonna say exactly what that makes me think? Yes.
Ivor, quick, ask this dude where he got his 15th century longsword.
These arrogant swine.
Stop!
No! He should be tried before God, a lawful assembly.
All right, so we've defeated Rued, we freed Oswald. What comes next?
Well, Oswald's character model isn't very good, so I don't see him staying alive for long.
And so you basically have to choose: are you going to go against
Oswald,
his wishes,
yeah,
or
Oswald
stay
sucks.
true to your nature?
I feel like Rued has
So
a
we have
better
this choice to
model
make,
than
but before we get
Oswald,
into
so I
that,
feel
wanna
like
rewind a little bit because we
he
just
might
did
stick
this
along.
big grand assault, but Eivor couldn't have done
nothing
it alone.
Witcherish about this.
She clearly had to
God, it
recruit
looks
some folks along
exactly
the way, get some
like
troops, get some
That was
allies.
that actually hit me
So
like a dump
rewind
truck.
and
This
see
is
how
the
we went
gameplay that
about
leaked.
First gathering those troops.
Oh my God, you're right.
This is just
So
that, because
when
I
coming
looked
up
at
to an
that thing, I
assault,
downloaded
it's
it,
a
which
game
was
of numbers.
unfortunately
Eivor
like this
can go
exact
into pretty much
quality,
any
and I figured it would be
location
better when I
and
saw it.
I'm
the
sure
show.
I'm sure Ubisoft separately will upload a 4K quality version because the power of X needs to be shown.
It does.
Sure.
It needs to be shown.
Still need a army.
We'll see this
So here what we're seeing
exact
is
footage
Eivor going around
again
the countryside
at
and
Xbox.
raising what we call food, which is
Oh,
the men and the women of the territory who come up and fight in the name of a
give
king.
you a
So
swirly.
Eivor is going around
That
and
really
trying to
threw
convince
Dan
people
for a
to
loop.
fight in the
Yeah,
name of
no,
Oswald
that's the
to
last
finally
thing I
take
want
down
out of
the
that fucking
Oh,
show.
Oswald already died.
Anglia, defending you. Will you not do the same?
What?
Not even important enough to die on screen.
So
No.
he's really using like the image and
That seems weird because they said they were rolling backward.
I know.
Is he like lying or
Maybe.
Either that or they think he's dead.
Pretty words, Dane. But the men of Theovard have their own battles to fight.
When you play as a lady, you're called Dan, and when you play as a guy, you're called Dude.
That he could add to our cause.
God damn it.
First, we sort of need to do him a favor. Is that right?
Yeah,
Those are pretty words, dude.
People have been run down by Ruid, and
I'd buy it day one.
So I think a lot of these people have.
I didn't know
sort of
Flint Heart
lost hope.
Glomgold
And
was
so
in this
you need
game.
to show them
What are you doing, dude?
And so here, Eivor is basically helping them take back. One
It
of
takes
their,
on a
their prized
Lebowski-esque
locations,
tone, you
by
know?
taking a couple men and raiding a nearby.
You
King
just find
finally
Bill
relents and
instead.
creates the Dude Land.
Yes.
And showing that there's
The Dude Law.
The horn didn't light up with your lips at all. You have two character models.
Bob,
Please.
you're not supposed to
Please.
notice that at this quality.
What the fuck happened to Skull and Bones? Is it just gone?
Yeah.
Skull and Bones
everything
is gone.
everything got delayed.
Gods and Monsters is gone.
But when did they reveal Skull and Bones?
It was
Like
3 years ago.
When Eivor does this, obviously you have access to a full suite.
It's funny too because when they revealed it, I'm like, that just looks like they ripped the boat part of Assassin's Creed and didn't really change anything. And then the next year they're like, we're realizing this needs a bit more work, and I'm like, oh shit, it literally was that.
Right,
They
it's
didn't
like-
think about anything else the game would be.
It was like, well, maybe it's a multiplayer game. It's like, that's not what anyone wants.
My brain's in such a video game mode, that dude was on fire, and I thought that meant he was really strong. It might in this game.
I mean, for a couple of seconds there, that is what it does.
From previous games.
I mean,
thought it was good to
apparently
Yeah,
you just
keep
like
throwing.
four in this
Eivor's
game.
intuition is how she perceives the world.
Whoa!
When a player uses that, you can.
You ever
it'll
just
highlight
knock a
basically
dude across
interactive
2
things
entire
that will
rooms?
Bring her an advantage. So we'll have arrows, like health consumables that are in there. So it really is like a good way of sort of understanding the world and showing you like things that you can go and touch.
I like the idea that you know, they were talking about the second in charge guy. He has an iron fist on what games get greenlit, and everyone was like, "There's no way he'll ever get kicked out of the company. He's that good with the main guy."
Right.
I like the idea that somebody was like, "We're gonna rip just the boat part out of Assassin's Creed. It's gonna be great. People love that part." And he's like, "Okay, sure, yeah, yeah." The moment it left the most cynical idea in the world, they're like, "Here's our origin story. So you come from a place that you have never heard of," and he's like, "Nope, not interested. Here's the list of places you can come from: New York, England, or Egypt."
The world and you explore locations, you can find these books that
And then he canceled it.
I like the animation of him opening the door that didn't exist.
God damn it, Bob.
Different locations with the
Maybe
different
that guy
quests in the game
that
and
ruled
use
with an
those
iron
depending
fist
on
also
what your
hated
playstyle is.
Rayman, so maybe he'll come back now.
That'd be great.
Maybe that guy is personally
He'll line up this
responsible.
time. He'll line up this time.
Please.
It's a very.
Oh, they cut.
That doesn't look good. Cut before we have to
The
show it.
rightful king of East Anglia has spared your life today, and so it will be.
I like her Captain America crossed arms look. She's like, I've done a good thing. Does she
How
have
many people did you murder on the way in here? I'm good.
I spared his life. Do you think if she does a good thing, she crosses her arms, but if she goes evil mode, she puts her arms on her hips? She's like, you're gonna die today.
It's like Fable. The more evil you are, the more your hair becomes Karen bangs.
Yeah, you know, when I was playing, I decided to listen to Oswald and spare Ruid's life. But what exactly is the relationship like between Eivor and Oswald?
When's the part where we leave the Animus and quip at each other?
His face, I figured it out. His face is the most hideous interpretation of that type of face that Hercules is from the animated Hercules show.
Yeah, I see it.
Or movie.
We're going to get with one of these Assassin's Creed games. You're going to not know enough about history where they're like, what kind of weird creature is gonna fight this time? Dinosaurs.
So earlier on to the territory,
It's a glitch.
Eivor comes in here, meets Oswald. The problems he had with Druid.
I would totally play an Assassin's Creed where Abstergo was trying to trick a young Earth creationist into trusting them with some kind of secret, so they create a world.
I think the last couple have been framed as these are just games Abstergo releases anyway.
Region of East Anglia, so before we head off
So I'm
to
waiting
Oswald's
for them
wedding,
to
what do
just be like, no, you fight monsters because Abstergo thought it would sell better.
That sounds great.
So we see a cat here with a speech bubble above it, and you best believe if you let me talk to a cat, I'm gonna talk to a cat.
Yeah, these are some of our some of my favorite moments actually in the game, where we put out a whole bunch of events throughout the territory. And it sort of rewards, again, exploration, going around. It's a
Far Cry
chance for
Primal
us also
isn't
to
an
sort of
Assassin's Creed
showcase
game,
a
guys.
different side
Different.
of Eivor. A lot of the quests sort of deal more with like politics.
So
and
where's the game where
warfare,
Abstergo
and this
just like
shows a
puts
slightly
somebody
more
in the
human
pod
nature
and
to
puts
her.
them to
So
sleep
it permitted us
and then
to explore
flies
that
them to a
character
different part of the world and lets them out thinking they're in a simulation and just watches them murder random villagers somewhere?
Dear Ubisoft, Aggro just wrote a better game than you have since 2.
See, it's about the cycle of violence.
What a genius! Hire this man!
You're telling me I could have
I've made this demo in Unreal Engine 4.
That's exactly what I'm telling you.
Your brain is so large. Oh man, the cat was in the boat with you.
So yeah,
hiding from
For
you.
a second, I thought I couldn't see that her feet were up there. I thought she was just clipping through the side of the boat.
Keeping your Viking Raiders company.
You know, speaking of the Viking longship,
They're like, we wanted to show off the
the
playing as the girl main character. We didn't finish any of the animations.
Yeah, so starting out on this project, I think the Viking
Could you
longship is
imagine?
one of the biggest images.
They show like the male character.
And so
Like I assume there is one. I actually don't think I've seen.
I think they yeah, both.
They show his. It looks immaculate. It looks unbelievably polished, like positively next gen. And then they show her. She's T-posing every other second.
That into the game where you can basically sail up.
They're like, we told you guys, women are hard to animate.
God, and raid a location.
They just keep T-posing on us.
Get back in the ship and then continue really sailing down the river to your next opportunity.
So I know past Assassin's Creed games allowed for songs and things like that to be sung on ships. Will Valhalla have a similar version of that?
Yeah,
No.
so this is something we actually wanted the crew of your
That's
ship
the
to
one thing that
become
Microsoft
your
show gave us.
home away from home.
Someone asked a question where the
So we
answer was
added
no.
Stories and songs.
It was the worst time for it to be no.
It was fucking unreal. Hey, can you tell us what features your thing has for Xbox Series X? The whole reason you're here? No.
You
Okay.
can also decide, depending on who the raiders are in your ship, to hear more about their life, so you can actually queue up stories.
We feel like
and they'll give you a
effective
little more
marketing is
background who they are. So
anti-consumer.
you get to know your sort of fighters.
That's not what video
as you're
games are
traveling
about.
around the world, which is a cool, moment.
So here we're seeing a bit of a different view. What exactly are we looking at?
We had
It's a
this
boat.
on previous Assassins where you would like ride on your horse and you
Get
could pull
fucked,
out,
bird.
have the road,
Yeah, I
horse sort of
noticed.
follow the track.
The bird
We
should
have a
be
similar
dead.
thing for the ship where you can put up your sails. It's cruise control for the ship, so you can pull back, take in
whole
the
boat
scenery,
explodes.
listen to some songs or some stories.
That's how
and
the
just
boats
take
work,
it
I
away.
guess.
The boat explodes, time slows down, everything goes out of focus, and it does the boo sound that like every open world game does when you die.
It's like that's where I was.
Kind of related, right?
That's
What
me.
we have is what we call flighting,
Red
which
Dead
was an
Redemption.
activity that Norse people would partake in. They would like to have a battle of wits and sort of poetry where insults would be thrown back and forth between each other. The idea was to try and have a good insult, but also to have a good rhythm and a good rhyme
this is the
in
Yo
there.
Mama fight.
So
Got
it's
it.
basically a
Yup.
precursor to rap battles.
I liked the Secret of Monkey Island.
Here's the silver. Now begin.
And that's 15.38 seconds.
To all those whom I speak, they say Eivor's a clod.
Oh
Then
god,
you're
it's a
speaking
rap
to
battle.
fools and their knowledge is flawed.
Well,
How exactly do you go about being successful in one of these?
The Ubisoft PR guy's like,
behind
how
a
the
good
fuck
flight
do you think
was to choose
to add
the
this?
right insult, identifying
The
the
Secret
right
of Monkey
cadence,
Island.
and then
This was a real
trying to
thing.
find what
Yeah.
rhymed the best.
I don't doubt it.
interesting. Interesting.
Are you telling me Twitter didn't involve or didn't invent sick burns?
Terribly dense.
No, that was LiveJournal, 100%.
She just goes, L.
When your feelings hurt them, my wit is immense.
Oh,
Her lip didn't even move.
Wow, what a surprise! Eivor of the Raven Clan is a true talent. I'm shocked.
The
Don't
Far
believe
Cry
everything
6
you hear,
pre-order
unless it
bonuses are
touches on my
insane.
flighting, then heed every
They're
word.
perfectly fine. What are you
So
talking
now that
about?
we've
They're
proven our
insane.
sharp tongue
What-
and wit,
what is it?
I think it's time for a bit more relaxing activity. So we're fishing here.
Yeah, that's it. So we gave Eivor a fishing line, so you can actually throw out a line and go catch some fish. This is used basically.
Is this
to,
a historically accurate fishing
to
aggro?
play into our new health.
I have no idea.
where
Okay.
Yeah, I was like,
we'll
I
lose
assume the
health
answer
in
here is
the
I don't
world,
fucking know.
And it doesn't automatically regenerate like we would have in the past. So you actually have to go out and get some
And catch
some
these
supplies.
radioactive
So
motherfucking
you'll find
fish.
mushrooms and some food that you can gather. But here, like you can also catch some fish and
They have
consume that
catfish
to
in the
regain
UK?
some health. We also will
I don't
sometimes
know.
have it in certain quests. So it's a good way
I
to sort of
assume,
chill
but who
out
knows?
on the
Someone in
side
chat's
of the-
British.
of the
Fucking help
water
us
and
out.
just, again, take it all in.
And then she crawls
So this is
into the
what we
hole
call
in the
one of
thing
our
shaped
offering
exactly like her.
altars. So the idea is that
I'm
you
home
find
now.
these around the world. And
This one's for me.
Make offerings to it. So it'll take like animal parts and stuff that you can find.
Everyone's
around the world.
like, it's Caliban's time to
Here,
shine.
what you're
Caliban
seeing is
isn't
sort of like
here.
a fancy version of it where
What a
as you do
shame.
your offering,
He's
you
gonna
get
watch this
interrupted
bot and
by
be like,
some
"No!"
kids that basically come and steal your stuff. So it was just a way for us to sort of showcase that, like, the systems and the activities in the world can sort of play in with some quests and some little events. So it's our way to sort of dress up these moments and make it all fit inside the whole experience.
Yeah, this seemed like a really sort of unexpected turn for what I thought was going to be kind of a simple interaction.
Yeah, and it's
Oh,
really what
there's
we were
your
trying to do
Creed
with these
vision.
events is
Oh,
to
I thought you
give
were gonna say
another
detective
dimension
vision.
Eivor, other than just, you know, the pure rar Viking or the politician. Because you can imagine at some point that will grow old if you're always telling that version of the character. So it lets us really go into the depth of who is Eivor, what motivates her, how she can interact with the world outside of warfare.
It's fully
and
rendered
politics.
version of the boys from God of War.
And it also showcases like a different facet of the world at the same time. It's not only Eivor.
And
So
also so much
just
from
widens the
Thunderdome.
breadth of the stories
Yeah.
that we can tell.
So who exactly are these two children?
These are
Master
kids
Blaster.
of East
Just a
Anglia.
boss
They
fight.
are
I
going
would
through
believe
times,
it.
with whatever route it's been doing to the territory, and so they're just here trying to survive and
These children are horrible,
exploit
and
the
yet
people
not the
that
worst by
are
Ubisoft
there to
games.
make
Yeah, no,
offerings.
those Breakpoint children are
It was
still
kinda nice to see
terrifying.
that
I
Eivor
announced
wasn't really
the stream
necessarily
with the
upset
Breakpoint
at them for
child.
stealing, and you know, after you talk to them, you have the choice of helping them.
You're
can,
truly
give them
evil.
food, give them some money, or you know, maybe just say, "Hey,
You
good
set
luck."
the bar low,
Anyway.
and then you can be whelmed.
And this
And
is
yet,
something we also
even
wanted to do a lot.
still,
Like, so here we're doing an event, we
can't
do it in
believe had
quests
one
as well, but we
announcement.
want to
Just one.
give a lot of this agency into players' hands so that
Yeah, you're
they
right.
can
Far
sort of
Cry 6
shape
was the only
Eivor a
announcement in
little
a
bit,
leak.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
who
It's
she
so
is,
bad.
represents them
Like,
a
you
little
should have
bit more, and
saved
they can
Hyperscape
roleplay
for
that
this.
a little bit better.
Yeah.
Two
And again,
out
it
of
just
3
gives
of
her, like, a little bit
Ubisoft's
more
major
humanity in
games they're
these
shipping in the
moments.
next year, you kill primarily British people.
They're on the rise, ladies and gentlemen. Ubisoft
Here,
gonna
large
sell
walker.
millions.
A necklace.
Yes, it's a St. Martin seal. You're welcome here anytime, large walker. You're one of us now.
Apparently, they said they were going to do another
I will.
Ubisoft
Take
Forward
care
this
now.
year, so I guess
Small
this is
green
just what they do now.
Fuck them. I don't need that from I don't need that from them.
Yeah.
But,
They
who
remember
exactly
back when
is
we
Eivor
figured like
chasing
E3
down?
conferences, some of them were really
Yeah, so
bad
here
because
you're seeing
even if they didn't have it in the show, they had to
running
have a
down
conference for
one of
E3 or it would
our
look bad.
tattoo
Turns out that
images.
wasn't
So
the
this
case.
is
They just
challenging the player,
do
free
bad
run
conferences
abilities.
anyway.
Yeah.
For
It's like they
fans
had
of
the perfect
series,
excuse to
sort of
not
pulling
do
at their
anything this
heartstrings
year.
for some beloved features.
So, are we going to be able to tattoo Eivor?
That piece of paper that had all the
Collecting these
leaves on it
tattoos,
was
you
killing
actually
me.
bring them back to your settlement.
Yeah, it
and
had
then you
an
can
almost
customize different body parts,
Banjo-Kazooie
have
esque
different tattoos
energy.
everywhere. So again, another form of expression.
It made
and
no
sort of
noises.
to represent that.
Yeah, I was gonna
on
say that
thinking
was
of,
what
Second Son.
Because one of my favorite things when I was just out there exploring East Anglia was
trying to remember
coming
what
upon a house or
collectible
building.
that
and
well, you
realizing
chased
that
the
there was a
drones.
chest inside, but
There were the
that there was
drones
no
and
easy way
the whole
in.
origami
In this
thing.
case, I
Oh,
saw
that's right.
all
I
the
didn't
doors
do
were
the
barred, but I knew
origami
that because there
mission
was a
line
chest in
until
there,
I
there
had
must have been some way
had
to
already
get
beaten the game.
inside. So I went
So
on the back.
You
and,
should.
you know, found a
I'm
way.
not even.
Yeah, I'm glad you
What's
actually
wrong?
caught on to
Nothing.
that. You're pointing
It's
at something
perfect.
that we
That's
wanted
what's wrong.
to work on a lot on
Yep.
Valhalla, where
I think I did that puzzle
we
in
wanted the
the
exploration to make you
Devolver
feel
Digital
smarter.
game
So
yesterday.
we played a lot
Oh,
with puzzle
cool.
solving.
Very
so
cool.
making sure that every house that you find sort of
the only thing
appeals
I
to
can
you,
really
like, it
think of
draws your
during all
attention,
of this
and then when you want to come and explore it, it's
Ghost
not,
of
it's
Tsushima
not
looks
given to
better
you. You
in
still have
every
to work
single
for it a little bit. So
conceivable way.
it'll
Yeah, if
challenge
you even
on
think
your
about Ghost of
observation
Tsushima for a
skills,
second, like, is that the
logic,
same
just trying to
gen?
find how do I get into this? So we
No,
played a lot
this
with
is
next
running on a
gen,
Series
level
X.
design,
Yeah,
quest
it's next
design
gen. You've already
to
established
offer
this on Twitter,
challenges to
Bob.
players, and
Like, Ghost of
you basically come out of
Tsushima
it,
looks like
with a
it
better
should be the next
feeling
gen
for
one.
the
Like, it's the
exploration, but you
PS5,
also
and
get
this
to
is like the
see
PS3.
more of a story
Like, that's how
behind
big the gap
locations,
is.
which we've crafted.
Come on,
So
it's not
it
that
gave us a little bit
bad.
more time to sort of
It is,
slow
like,
down
look
the
at all these
experience
bushes, not
and
one is
tell
moving.
a different version of a story.
Okay, you do have a point. Everything moves in Ghost of Tsushima, including my dick.
Yeah,
that lighting isn't possible on PS3.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm looking
speaking
forward to
about
buying a cooler and some
exploration,
dry
things out in
ice
the
to play
world,
Ghost
I
of
was just
Tsushima on
wandering
my
and came
original
across this clearing
PS4.
and found this
It's not Abby.
altar.
Yeah, so this is one of our bigger events.
Just get some
that
dry ice.
we have,
So then you get drugged and you do a boss fight.
As Eivor
Oh, no!
explores,
Didn't
you'll
Casey just
find,
complain about this?
Altars like this, and by interacting with them here.
Oh, it was so much worse than Far Cry 5, where it's like you're running in an open world and then you just suddenly pass out from drugs.
Is that a Capra demon?
There's multiple steps.
Well,
to
she
it
got
later on.
high, so yeah.
So this is one of the moments.
See, you got high, so now they can be a video game. They need a narrative conceit for being a video game.
More magical
Because, you know, the
abilities, if
rest of this aggro is very historically accurate, so it'd be truly bizarre to have some weird shit in here.
Yep, I'm watching this Viking
Some
swing around the
abilities that you
flail.
see Reagan using are a little bit on the mystical side of things. What's happening is Eivor at the beginning in that trap is poisoned, and so she starts sort of hallucinating, seeing the world. And this
has done more to kill my interest in this game than anything else could have. I'm like, oh, there's our narrative
they
conceit
showed
to
you
have
the
cool
video
shit.
game.
Now that you've been drugged, you will see the illusion of the boss doing a judgment cut.
It really bugs me that they need that excuse to have cool shit in their game. Which, their game isn't...
Like, the game's already set in a video game.
Yeah, it's already set in a video game. It's already not historically the most
historically
accurate thing. And it doesn't have, like, crazy levels of simulation to the feel, you know? Like, you're not maiming
like
people
they have-
specifically. Doing all sorts
Like,
of pranks.
setup of the old games applied to the new it's a video game anybody can play thing would make more sense because you could have like you could just have the video game shit and then have one of the smarmy hipsters in the real world segments point out it was inaccurate.
The lore of this world and actually plays into history.
So we just had a really exciting, really intense boss battle. I think it's
That
time for
happened?
something a little bit more relaxing and calming now.
Yeah, it was cool. The boss was doing shadow steps.
With the highs and the lows. So here we have a low chill moment of what we call building a cairn.
Now this we call the cool
I don't want to
cliff.
fucking hear about gameplay pacing from Ubisoft.
Right. You have a pile of rocks that you could just stack on one another.
It's like the biggest cell phone ever.
And I mean, yeah, the ultimate goal is to
This was the most complicated physics they could
but
get
really
working
it's
on the
about
Series X.
taking in the sights.
What are they going to talk about next? Now we're going to talk about how important input lag is to us.
I keep thinking everything we're seeing has been running on the Lockhart, and they're gonna fucking unlock the true power of the Series X at a later conference.
Engage the next gen graphics.
I mean, you can spend as much time
We call
as you
this
want
mode
building
Lo-Fi
these
Big
things,
Rocks
making
to
as
study
high as
to.
you want, as weird as you want. I'm sure like a lot of these stuff will end up on the internet.
This is the most hilarious version of
I like it.
this
Like,
is a
I bet
puzzle.
a lot of people are going to make some videos about it. They're cool rocks.
Stays there. And so
Yeah,
that's
this
yours
looks like it won't be
until the
incredibly
moment where
frustrating
you come
for
back and you want
a
to build a new
platinum.
one. it's sort of cool that we were able to
Some dude out there
to players.
If you platinum Assassin's Creed
in the demo,
games,
we've explored East
you've done it to yourself.
We've met some children.
Yeah,
we
basically.
broke into a house. We fought a boss,
I
we
know
built a
too many
character.
people have done
I
it.
think
It's
now
real
is finally
bad.
They're
time
like,
to
yeah,
build
this year's game wasn't good. I spent
Yeah,
140
so
hours in it.
This is the moment it's all been building up to. By the moment you get into
You
the
know,
territory, sort of like
I'm looking at
mentioned
this
by
Far
Oswald,
Cry
he's
6
trying
box that
to,
appeared on
get
Twitter.
married with his
Looks great.
main lady.
Big optimized for
And so,
Series
as
X
you go through
sticker
the
on
arc,
it.
You
that's
can't
sort of
even
like
see the label
underlying
for the
thread.
game anymore.
Really,
So
it's
do you,
about
yeah, I was gonna say in
Reddit,
Germany,
in
can you
terms
even
of
see the
making
box
character,
art?
helping Oswald sort of get above that and show that he's a good leader. And so you finally, after going through all of that arc,
pre-order bonuses?
finally
Yeah,
get these
Fields
two
posted
together,
some
go through
pre-order
their-
bonuses.
their
They're
wed-
very
their
good.
wedding, and you're invited to attend the ceremony.
It's so weird because this and the
and then all
Super
the,
Deluxe Edition that comes
activities
with
and
like a
fun
Far,
times that comes
like a
afterwards.
Fallout looking flamethrower just
Yeah,
look like
as
they're
much as
from
we've
another
seen
series.
The brutal side of England.
What?
It's nice to see, the joyous side of it as well.
Yeah, and it's something we really wanted to play on in Valhalla, where being a Viking is
Do you
not
think when
only
do you think
about
when
being a
Watch Dogs
raider or
comes out, they're
warrior.
going to send out an
I
email
mean,
like,
there's
"We'll
revelry,
show
there's
you what
feasting,
civil
there's
unrest
partying
looks
that goes
like."
on. Like, if someone knows how to party,
Yes.
it's Viking.
Next
And so
email.
here this
We
is one of our
apologize for the
opportunities to sort of
previous
show that,
email.
show what a sort of Viking gathering is.
This
And
looks
what's
so
cool here
bad.
is it's a good alliance of
Dear
Norse
God, is
culture
this
with
a World
Saxon
of
culture,
Warcraft
sort of
minigame?
smashing
That
those
looks like
things
Watch Dogs
together,
2 drinking the beer.
building bridges.
Yeah, I mean, what's a wedding without some
Oh
drunk?
my
I gotta
god, that took me back.
Yeah, so like
I went to a
and
preview
anything
event
can
to play
happen
some
in a
Ubisoft
Viking
stuff. I
event,
played
right?
Watch Dogs.
Eivor, yeah,
They were
you're
doing
just get
previews
drunk,
of this.
shoot some arrows.
I'm glad I wasn't invited to play it.
Pots literally vanished when she hit them with an arrow.
Yeah, they're destroyed. It's a video game.
Just
You
like
The
despawn
arrow
things
was
when
really
they-
strong. Bob eviscerated it.
It's
Bob,
like
it's-
that magic grenade from Forward Unto Dawn.
Yeah, I was gonna say just like Forward Unto Dawn.
So here we see the decision I made.
We got to
to
stop
spare Wood
referencing
and
that.
back
We're
to
like
violence.
3 people on Earth who watched it.
Yep, that's
And yes, the
decision
name of
you
the
made,
stream is a reference to
coming
Forward
back.
Unto Dawn.
Yeah, it's all I
Yeah,
could think of when we
I was
said
gonna
it
make that
Ubisoft
joke, but
Forward.
then I
Decisions
realized
have
you guys were the only
consequences.
ones who would probably
This is a
pick
big
up
one.
on it.
There we go. We got our. We got
It's
our
okay.
pupper.
Deep cuts are important.
I accept.
Discos Locos, the deadly
You're
disc
basically
launcher.
presented
Like
the
some of
option
your
to
Demex
sort
time
of step
photos.
in
Yeah,
for
it
Oswald,
literally is. It
fight
has a
for him.
spindle of
No, I'm
CDs
sorry,
that it
didn't
shoots.
wanna go
That's
with
a
it.
gun
Discos
from-
Locos, the deadly disc
personally, I chose to
launcher.
fight
Libertad
myself because I thought
chorizo.
Eivor is the
Libertad
type of person who
chorizo.
What was that Insomniac game? Correct, Fox?
Let me finish
Sunset
this.
Overdrive.
Sunset Overdrive.
Sunset
I was
That's
like,
a gun from Sunset Overdrive. Direct.
Yep.
Are you swine?
No, this
I'll
shoots.
slay the
Oh
wolf
god,
kiss,
that shot
and then
records.
you with
This
your
appears
own
to shoot DVDs.
How does
Very
this encounter
different.
with Ruid differ from our previous
It shoots out
So
dot
at this
hack
point, you've eliminated
DVDs.
his wolf, so it's just him, and so he's angry at
It
this
shoots
point,
out
and
all
so
the
he will start
unsold
using
copies of
his
Kick-Ass
big
on
gun abilities
DVD.
like fairly earlier on in the fight. So it's way
I don't
more
know. I
vicious,
think
way
Doug Walker
faster.
sold through his full
There's
print
less
of
strategy.
10
He
DVDs.
Goes literally swords
You know,
blazing at you.
Even in
Um,
Pathfinder,
and so this
when
is a fight to
somebody
the
is
death.
knocked down and incapacitated, you get to just instantly kill them.
Man. Like, I feel like these guys are all standing dangerously close to two guys with gigantic weapons.
Yeah, that's the only way they can feel anymore.
They
And of
form the
course, here,
invisible
like, this
wall.
is a decision you made to go and fight him, but there's multiple outcomes to this scenario. You could have left.
You hit him
Oswald
with an
fight his
axe
own
of that
fight,
size that many times?
and
That doesn't
prove
sound like there are
basically his
multiple
station as the rightful leader. If you had eliminated,
I don't know, I
Ruid,
played
obviously
Unity,
this
and
would
no
not
matter
have
how
happened.
many
It would have
times
been
you hit a guy with a
slightly more joyous
sledgehammer, it was
occasion.
non-lethal damage.
But ultimately, in all scenarios, you still
Yeah, I think that's literally what this will offer.
Yeah, I played the whole game with the sledgehammer. It was a lot of fun.
And to be a good ally.
Look,
for
I
him.
call that brave.
It's like
promised you an
Yakuza,
alliance,
where Kiryu
now you
punches
have
a
it.
guy in the face, he falls off
And
the
one day
top
I
of
will
a
need you to make
semi-truck
good on
onto
that
the
alliance.
pavement going 80 miles an hour. and is then
So
sucked
we're about
under
to
the
take off on the
tires
way,
of
but
another
Eivor
semi
decides
truck,
it's a good idea to
and
check
then
up
10
on her
minutes
friend
later
instead.
shows up again to fight you a second time.
Yeah, so Finner is probably one of the more
We
recurring characters
we couldn't
in
get
this
through the
arc. You
whole
get to meet him
Assassin's
very
Creed
early. He's a
gameplay
very
without someone
endearing
doing hands on hips.
Sort of
I knew it.
used to have a Viking life, sort of misses it.
Bob, are you
and
excited for our
going
gimmick,
through all
single
these
time
adventures
only
together,
Assassin's Creed
sort of like
Valhalla stream where we dress up as
Sapphire
Vikings?
and
no.
so
Just like the
he's
Red
willing
Dead
to join
stream?
you in
God.
raves. So he's one of many
You did
raiders
that for
you'll
Odyssey too.
encounter
You did a
in the game, and you
one-time
can
stream because you
sort
got
of
it from
recruit, bring back home.
Yeah,
and
we
then
didn't dress
have
up
them
though.
sort of
Also,
join you on
Redbox
your
is dead.
adventures on the-
Well, don't worry. You
on
can
the
just
long
do the
ship. He can tell you
GameStop
these
thing
stories
where
that
you
we're
take
telling
it
you
back
about,
within
get a
48
little- to know a
hours.
little bit more about him. So again, it's
You
a
know,
fun way
this
to
channel
sort of
may have
discover
peaked
more
at
about
the
these
Red
characters that
Dead
you meet and bring them
cowboy
along for
bit.
adventures.
Together.
Together.
For some reason, I looked at this guy.
It's
and
Dragon
was
Knight,
like, Tommy?
Assassin's Creed has
We've come
been
to
The Witcher
end of
3
our
since
Assassin's
Odyssey.
Creed Valhalla playthrough. Fizz, thank you so much for joining us. When and where can people play it?
Sorry, what was that, Feel?
Assassin's Creed Valhalla will be
Oh,
out
never
on
mind.
Xbox Series X and PlayStation
Now I'm thinking
5,
of how.
and
Wait,
is
the
coming
Witcher
to
3.
Xbox
Witcher 3
One,
looks better than this,
PlayStation
doesn't
4,
it?
PC, and
Not
Stadia on November 17th.
quite, but in some ways. Like, technically, they're nowhere near on the
animated
same
a hell of a
level.
lot better.
Yeah, yeah. See, and that's what I'm talking about.
That Hyperscape. Okay, I guess there is
I
more.
mean, I'm interested in that. But hey, KZ, you can talk about your experience at the Ubisoft preview event while we wait for them to stop yammering and throw an actual game in our faces.
Thanks for joining us. My name is Eric.
All right,
I'm the
I
senior
had to.
community developer on Hyperscape.
I was scheduled to play Watch Dogs Legion at 9:30 in the morning. I had to get everything prepped. I jumped into the Discord for the Ubisoft Forward, and
oh god,
I finally jumped into the little voice channel, and then I noticed a lot more people came in with Spanish names, and then I went, oh, okay. Got a lot of Latin America people here. Why have they moved me to the Latin America server? They're all speaking Spanish. Oh no, I can't. This is the worst.
That's what.
And then I
guess,
and then I say, I have a question, and then I halfway through the question, they've already moved me to the American one. They're like, no, I can't speak English. I'm throwing you this way.
Weird, Casey. How did you end up in the Spanish server?
Why would they do that?
They renamed my Discord name to, my actual name. They're like, well, his name's Luis. So it's the only assumption they could make. And I was also in there with like Gonzalez and Chico and all these other creators with Spanish names. And they're like, you're the perfect camouflage. And I'm like, no, I'm secretly mostly white.
Guys, when he told me this, I nearly died. Like the first time, I was like, you're fucking kidding, right?
We need to set up Discord so when he drops in the call, it just does a little Spanish guitar.
Okay, you could say Ubisoft profiled me.
Yeah. No, it's kind of like, I don't know. It's like that person who sees a minority and assume they work at the store they're at.
Right.
Like you hear about that thing where they're just like, "Hello, black person. Yes, I need help with this," and you're just like, "I don't work here, lady. I'm just black."
The first time I heard about that, I'm like, what are you talking about? All the grocery stores where I live are staffed by white people. Maybe that says more about where I live than it does about these people.
Yeah, no.
Feel what is that?
There's that
is
angle.
That the thing from Mario World?
Yes, in the cartoon.
There's that, and then there's also, I can't step into a Walmart in anything more formal than a video game shirt without someone asking me for help for some reason.
Yeah, no, that frequently happens. If I go on with
If
a
you
polo
wear
to
a polo,
Winn-Dixie, then I'm just like, hey, sir.
Yeah, it's like
That
polo.
happened-
Polo is the sign of oppression, apparently, because
I've always said that if you're wearing a polo shirt, you're either a retail worker or a dirtbag with a country club membership.
I'm sorry, Bob.
I used to get that a lot at Target. People would be like, "Excuse me," and I'm like, am I wearing red?"
Yo, bitch! I ain't red. You about to be though if you keep talking to me.
That also happened to me, and I'm like, I'm not wearing red. How are you this stupid?
They forgot where they are.
See, I just started having fun with it. Someone at Walmart would be like, "Hey, can you help me find something?" And I'm like, "Yeah, here, I'll help you find it." I walk like halfway across the store with them, and I go, "Yeah, it's right on this shelf." And they go, "Oh, thank you." And I go, "By the way, I don't fucking work here." And the person's face drained of blood. They were just like, oh no. And I literally did like one of those where you raise up your arms like you're gonna fight someone. I'm like, "I don't fucking work here."
Jesus, Dan.
Look, it happened so many fucking times. I can only take it so many days in a row.
So this game's cool. Whenever the battle royale wall closes, they just untexture the area.
Okay, that's pretty good. Crazy. Why it was like
so that's like the effect it has.
Like the longer I watch this, the more fun it looks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it seems pretty neat.
Yeah, and hearing about the higher time to kill makes me more excited.
What do you think? What do you think will be better, this or the battle royale in Halo Infinite?
Shut the fuck up!
I can't tell if he's saying something that is going to happen or that he's kidding.
They've specifically said it won't happen.
You can just
that
look at a
it
feed
probably
and
will.
instantly see him angry. So good.
We'll know in less than 2 weeks.
No, that's just the single player reveal. Tom Warren said so.
They won't show any of the multiplayer because it isn't shipping with the game. It'll be 3 months after.
Oh.
Yeah, just like The Last of Us 2, they had to make a decision, and they're like, multiplayer, our focus is the campaign right now.
Yeah, that's what everybody likes about Halo, right?
Yep.
Made the right call.
Especially the last couple Halos.
Yeah, the ones that 343 is involved in, everybody really loved those campaigns.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
yeah, everybody loves Dragon Ball, and that's right where they got all the writing from.
No wonder I like it.
Except Halo 5, which is just Mass Effect.
God, Halo 5's so bad. God damn, I'm so mad at that.
Hello, it's me again. What the fuck was the name of the cock, of Cortana's cock?
Eternal Warden or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Warden. There's 5 of me this time. Oh no. Dan, Bob, and KZ all shot me at once and I instantly died.
That's what happens when we skip all of the level in 2 minutes.
Just, if there's even, because once again, unless Sony reveals backwards compatibility, I'm buying a Series X. I want there to at least be one thing I like.
It's astounding how much better this looks than the Assassin's Creed demo.
Yeah.
This looks really good.
Maybe they should have taken another year off for Assassin's Creed.
They're never going to. It sells 500 trillion copies every single time, so they don't give a shit.
Also, Bob,
what's up?
We talked about why they greenlight specific Assassin's Creed themes.
Uh-huh.
And it's based on shows that are now 3 years out. Like, they already happened 3 years ago.
Yeah.
They can't push it back more. People are going to stop giving a shit about Vikings in the next month, a year and a half. They're going to be like, that's no longer hype. That's overdone.
So, do you think we can look at Prestige TV and guess what the next Assassin's Creed will be?
Yes, in fact, that should probably be a gamer premonition.
Yeah, probably.
It's hard to tell. Is it a gamer premonition or an armchair devs?
We just do gamer premonitions, and we have to pick 4 shows we think will be copied within the next 5 years.
You're telling me we need to come out of that episode with at minimum 16 Assassin's Creed games?
No, it doesn't have to be specifically Assassin's Creed. It can be any big franchise.
Okay, but each of us just chooses one, right? It's not 4 for each person.
I was thinking 4 because it could be there will be some AAA game announced in the next 5 years that is just this show.
I'm living in fear.
End of sentence.
Well, yeah, I know. COVID
Bottom
is pretty
text.
bad.
It's pretty bad. Yeah, no, that's fair. It's be safe. They're gonna tell you it's They're gonna tell you it's safe to go out, but
nice.
don't get confused. It's not.
You know, battle royales. I think they're turning overall. They've turned out the best of these trend genres.
That's because not most developers can't afford to make a 100-player game. Because there's a certain level of networking and cost there.
You have this, Apex, Fortnite, PUBG.
I mean, there were plenty of failures. Look at Cliffy B's resume.
Oh God, I forgot he released one.
But I think as a genre, there were more successes than the MOBA run.
Yeah.
I don't even count Radical Heights because his company was already dead and it was like such a desperate thing.
Yeah, but the thing was, like, not only were there a lot of other battle royales coming out at the exact same time as Radical Heights, there were some that were in development that just got canceled before, like, hitting. Like, they entered.
There was, like, the PC gaming show one year. They're like, we have 4 battle royales to show you today.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of them just didn't come out.
But you know, as Aggro was saying, there's more successes in the battle royale genre than there was in the MOBA genre.
Yeah, in the
MOBAs, the MOBA and MMO ones were the two worst.
Yeah, we saw so many companies just go under because of that.
The hero shooter one was not great, but at least there was a couple that seemed like okay as games.
Yeah, for some reason people like Paladins, I hear.
It's weird because the MOBA became MOBA slash hero shooter.
We all try Paladins and we're like, wow, it's better than Overwatch. None of us are angry at all.
That game is terrible. We played it.
Yeah,
I played it. It's fucking sucks.
Maybe if you just didn't care about game feel in the least.
Yeah.
Or good feeling neck.
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll make a League of Legends version of Overwatch in like 5 years.
Yeah, it's Heroes of the Storm.
I was thinking about playing what is basically Zenyatta with a Rise skin.
Sick crown.
Play as Sombra, but it's just fucking. What is his fucking name? Teemo. Fucking little rat. I hate him.
Guys, they can't do that. They did Valorant instead.
Gonna drop a brick on him.
I feel bad for that rat.
Ugh.
Very excited to be in first person and use Amumu's ability to pull himself into danger.
I was really worried his name was Epic Pope.
Dude on the right. Let's talk about your legs, their orientation to the camera, and what you're wearing.
Yeah, dear everyone.
He looks like he plays sports.
Don't
Cinematic
wear
parallel
shorts.
Don't wear shorts with your crotch aimed directly at the camera. The only thing you
Show
did
me
right
them
was wear
nuts.
black.
Yes.
Yeah, I turned the audio down because they were just talking about the Battle Royale, and since we were all talking about the footage we were watching, I figured it would just be a fucking mess. I thought that was obvious, but apparently some people were confused. So that was it.
Huh. They just sort of unceremoniously. I thought we would at least get one more like title card of like, thanks for stopping by.
I mean, you're looking at it.
Yeah, I thought they'd have a guy say it instead of.
They probably had that guy say it.
Yeah, but that's
probably
lame.
like, please stop looking
Maybe
at that
they
man's
did have a
crotch.
guy
Have a
say
good
it,
day.
but they've been fired since then.
I don't understand. Why am I not watching a 6-minute commercial for an IGN podcast?
I like looking over.
I
the
missed
chat
them
being like,
so
"Splinter
much.
Cell?"
It's been so long.
I'm glad IGN hasn't threatened me recently.
Yeah, I think they're done. I think their whole thing is done.
No, they need to do at least 8 more this month.
No. I don't need to see those guys again.
Casey's like, I thirst for death. I wish
I
for
do.
my own demise.
Once you shut the stream down, I have to edit the big think dimension.
He sees IGN's schedule and he's like, this hole is for me! IGN made this schedule 1,000 years ago to kill me. Thank God.
Crafted in the ancient IGN minds.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Man, what's the next thing? Is it really that Xbox thing?
I think there's actually a few things in between. Let me pull up the list.
Okay, yeah. Because I'm sure people who are here right now absolutely want to hear what the next thing we're going to be doing this for is.
I feel like this might be like the most uneventful one of these just a single publisher made ones.
It's because they literally only had one game they didn't announce before this, and it leaked.
Yeah.
You should probably have more than
even
one
EA,
game.
even EA could announce they're doing Skate
I like
again.
this one.
What is it, Bob?
July 14th. Stadia Connect.
Yes!
I will not be here for that.
That's really dangerous.
It is. July 20th. Sometime, we don't even have a time of day for yet. There's a developer showcase from Jeff Keighley.
When is it?
July 20th.
Okay, so 3 days before the Xbox thing.
Then a day before the Xbox thing, July 22nd.
Yeah.
Bandai Namco anime. Play anime is what they call it.
Ooh, what the?
Yes.
Showing off all their anime games.
Yes. Nice.
There's a rumor that Sony is doing something tomorrow.
Yeah, I saw that come up too, but we'll see.
Or they're going to announce the price and the date.
They just shoot everyone. Like, hey, it's early July.
That's literally how it felt when he said that. It felt like the guy cocking a shotgun single-handedly, Terminator style, flipping it and just unloading. It's like, Sony, fucking give Microsoft some space to stop shitting themselves.
It's $400. Eat it.
Ubisoft is so good, where they release direct feed screenshots of Far Cry 6, not in their presentation though.
So hey guys, I have a theory.
Uh-huh.
We're not going to see how the Lockhart runs before launch.
Probably not.
Oh my God.
I'm still not convinced they're launching it just because of how silent they're being.
We're not going to see the Lockhart until launch. They're going to Saturn it.
God.
No, the Lockhart's going to get announced. It'll be next month.
And then it'll come out in February.
They might do that. Because, you know, there's this weird thing of, like... There's this really weird thing. I've always thought this was bizarre because I never had much money and I always try to be there at launch. But these companies, they're like, early adopters are made of money and will absolutely buy an $800 SKU. They don't want something affordable. I'm like, no, I want something new, not to ruin my life. Fucking what the hell? So there is a really good chance Microsoft would be like, oh, yeah, no, the affordable one can come way later. That way it's even more confusing.
The next year. Just in November again. This is a big new console.
Is this the next gen? No, this is like last gen. What? You know why though, Bob? You know why they would do that? Because they can't clear the stock of the Xbox One out of retail in time for the Lockhart to make any sense.
Shaking
It's
thinking
gonna
about
take-
if I
Well,
still work retail.
They're gonna keep sending. They're gonna keep sending Xbox Ones to retail for at least 2 more years, Dan.
No. Thank you for subscribing, Eric. I'll go ahead and check real quick if we got any Streamlabs donations because Streamlabs is still fucking broken. My computer's shitting its pants. I don't know what its deal is, but it is streamed too goddamn much. It is fucking
Yeah, I
bad.
have noticed the feed keeps going gray occasionally.
Yeah, it's been doing that a little bit. I don't know why. Like, the whole computer's locking up, so it clearly needs to be shut down and brought up again. Nope. This is... Okay, we're clear on donations. That's good. Thank you guys for the... Oh, there we go again. We're hitching. We need to shut this down, evidently. Anyways, we'll be doing a Tuesday Stadia thing. Evidently, Phil won't be joining us for it. But as a Stadia owner, I feel obligated to look at it and go, that is bad.
It'll be 15
Dan and Bob,
minutes
I
again.
need to be there to help you find where the stream's going to be, because they're not going to tell you where it is.
God.
True. That is how that goes.
It probably won't even be a stream.
Yeah, I got to help you find the video. Not a premiere either.
Yeah, not a premiere. It'll just be uploaded.
The chat is nothing but Fs. I'm going to refresh just to see if that affects the likes to dislikes.
Oh, wow. That's not good. It's about even.
Okay, it's still just about even. Okay, we're good. Real quick, because I just need to know if they uploaded separate clips at a decent quality.
Yeah, some people do that.
It's recommended. Oh, they have an interview with Giancarlo. Why wasn't that in it? I feel like
we need more of those highlight segments from the community.
No. I feel like they could have used that at
Assassin's Creed Valhalla gameplay 1080p.
Go fuck yourself.
Man, the Power of X is
These
struggling.
consoles are aiming for 4K.
1080p 60 though. Hey.
If you don't put up 4K, I'm assuming your game doesn't run in 4K.
There's a smaller. No, wait. Yeah, that the gameplay overview trailer. Maybe that's 4K.
This isn't even 60.
This isn't even 60.
Oh my god.
No, it's funny. Gameplay overview for Watch Dogs Legion, 4K.
What if Valhalla just isn't 4K?
We can't.
It is on Series X. They already said that.
What's funny is the two Watch Dogs videos they have. One's 4K, one's 1080 60.
I hate that YouTube does this. It's like, hey, you watched part of this video. And I'm like, no, I didn't. I watched 5 seconds because of this rollover feature. Anyway. Okay, well, we'll see all you guys on Tuesday for Stadia, but that's the next thing you should expect from us. That and big thing to mention on Monday. Have a good one.
Bye.
I need to turn off my computer before it explodes.